Hello guys, this is fairbinaryoptions.com and we are looking at the US dollar Canadian dollar with one reason and one reason only. The reason for that is markets are playing a trick on the US dollar bulls, and therefore I would like to buy put options on the US dollar Canadian dollar. We are witnessing here a contracting triangle within a contracting triangle within a contracting triangle, if I may say so. So this is pretty common on the currency markets, and make sure you are watching this recording carefully. Now, from this moment of time, these are the highs of the previous wave, and from this moment of time here to the downside, like this, we are looking at a possible contracting triangle. Now the contracting triangle goes to the downside in a form of this being wave A. Then we have a B wave to the upside. Is the B wave to the upside done here at the highs? Most likely not. Why? Because we are having another contracting triangle of a lower degree. From my point of view, this is the contracting triangle, or this is the most important contracting triangle, if you want, of all the triangles here, because it signals, or it makes the difference between the previous triangle there, or between the previous highs and the end of this contracting triangle. The difference is, or the reason for that being so important, is the fact that price actually makes here a horizontal contracting triangle. If this leg of a triangle, the B wave to the upside, so if this leg of the triangle, the B wave to the upside, is supposed to end there, then this would be an irregular. So this would be an irregular variation of a contracting triangle. But this one ends when the E wave ends, and the E wave ends here, A, B, C, D, E. So this is the end of the contracting triangle of a low degree. That makes a hell of a difference, because then the B wave will come here, and then it means that the B wave is smaller than wave A, and therefore this is a contracting triangle, a normal horizontal contracting triangle, and not a running variation, not an irregular contracting triangle. So that is pretty much important. What to look for next? Well, next we're looking to hunt the downside, but the downside should come with, from this moment, and not to the recent highs in the Fibonacci here, but with the B wave here, when the B wave ends with the contracting triangle, and the downside should come and virtually address the 50% level, and the second target, if I may say so, or the second thing to look for, is the 61.8. Now it remains to be seen actually if the market will confirm our scenario here, but judging by the action here, I would say that a classical stop loss normally should be around or above this level, and to target these highs. But we are trading here binary options, so I am actually looking at buying put options with end of week expiration date, because Australian dollar US dollar is so big, and that would turn the US dollar Canadian dollar a bit to the downside, at least for something like 100 and something pips. But in order for a binary option to be successful or to expire in the money, it is mandatory, or we need only 1 pip to go into our favor, and therefore the option will expire in the money. So let's write here on the screen. That what are we doing here is we are buying put options with end of week expiration date and end of week in order to avoid the volatility market may make around these levels. Now you have to remember that it is only Tuesday, so we still have the most important days from the trading week ahead of us, and markets will try to push things one way or the other. In this situation, I would say market will push them to the downside, as we need a C wave now to come. Into that level, because this is a contracting triangle, the moves are not going to be aggressive one way or the other, so look for corrective moves, but nevertheless to move into to the downside, and therefore we are buying put options. Thank you very much for being here. This is fairbinaryoptions.com, and all these analysis and recommendations are possible due to the help of our sponsor here, Lion9. Bye bye.